Hello, Leo. Good morning. Actually, when I'm filming this, it's morning. I don't know where you are, but let's dive into Leo. I'm gonna grab some quick tarot. Actually, I'm being guided to start with a vision card, maybe. I call these vision cards, I really shouldn't. But most vital message. Oh, Lord. The bridge. I think somebody else got this yesterday. I don't remember quite who. It's about being receptive, building a bridge over troubled waters type vibe. We do have the November 1st new moon today. So something to be aware of. Any new manifestations, any new thoughts will begin to grow. The vision, that's so funny that I said the vision card. So I think Aquarius got the vision card yesterday. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. I think it's your opposite sign. So it should be on the same axis of polarity. Anything else for Leo? Because, Leo's is all about, shining your light, and Aquarius is more about, I don't have an ego. I'm just, I don't know. Gnosis is here as well. Let's see, in the Pilgrim. Gnosis and the Pilgrim. I like how there's a mountain here that looks like an eyeball in this mountain. I don't know if you can see that. And then we've got a mountain literally with an eyeball above it. So maybe you've got to go within to rise above. I'm not quite sure. Then we have the stone here. An Aquarius card on the bottom, the Starborn, because they're associated with the star card. Alrighty then, Aquarius. Let's dive into some tarot. Yeah, there's a lot of like geometric vibes here. Like a pyramid, like elevating the consciousness, elevating the frequency. Leo, thank you. Is my camera on the right angle? I don't want to film an entire video with it being off. Hate when I do that. Just kidding. Leo. All right, there could be some kind of like lack of forward movement at this time, or you want to move forward. Maybe you are beginning to move forward. This could be about self-love or a love relationship in general. Leo. Could be about stability, like protecting your finances. Something to do with like establishing more stability, protecting your finances. Yeah, coming out of a level of denial, especially regarding finances, so that you can move forward towards something. Yeah, this could be a love relationship. Like somebody might have shown a light on something financially through love, like a love partner, or some discussion about this. Could be stormy weather where you are. I know here is a hell of a lot of fog. Can't see anything. Anyways, Leo. I kind of like it, New passion and beginning after some kind of destruction. Why did I say betrayal? Maybe there was just some kind of betrayal. Something about like moving slowly, one step at a time, towards long-term security. The Pilgrim, yeah. The Pilgrim. I'm going to read the Pilgrim card for you because it's really aligning with the cards that I see here. I heard about the Knights Templar, and that was established because they were trying to protect the pilgrims that were going to Jerusalem, right? The pilgrims had to be protected, so from war and thieves and such. But then, fun story, not really fun. The French king wanted to steal all the Knights Templar as well. They were the first corporation, really. They got donations and they protected Christians going down there. And as soon as he basically killed all the Knights Templar, his entire family died. So that's just karma for you, ain't it? The Wanderer, the Traveler, the Apprentice. Interesting. Yeah, there's something starting here for sure. The Wanderer, the Traveler, the Apprentice. For the Pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward one. Yeah, I was getting that. Interesting. The archetypal wanderer, vision. The archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the furthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion and growth, responsibility, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep. And soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. So there's something about like, you might be like setting your affairs in order to allow yourself to go towards a new beginning in some sort of way, to traverse towards it one step at a time in a very kind of like defensive way. Yeah, I'm getting this defensive energy. I feel like you've got to specifically save your money or protect your money from somebody or someone. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door towards new realities. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Yeah, traveling light. Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. I think you've really got to get out of your kind of bubble, but you might be doing this slowly and surely. Learns, grows, adapts, studies. On the dark side, aloof, non-committal, or flaky. Go deeper. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Oh, I like that poem. Isn't that a nice poem? And Mameen by David White. Mameen. Mameen. We all have a deep longing to answer the call, to get unstuck, What are the obstacles between you and the door? Yeah, there was some kind of like slowly but steadily type vibes. Why am I getting like somebody using like a hoe? I'm seeing the movie Holes. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Like maybe you've been stuck in a prison or you want to escape a prison or a jail or something. Maybe somebody's been controlling you with finances. Because in Holes, that's I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It has Sigourney Weaver, I think her name is. Even in the stillness of meditation, the pilgrim feels the movement of the heart towards what it loves. Even in the stillness of meditation. You know, there is a saying that if you meditate, you actually accelerate a lot faster than most others. So, leaving your travel ain't that dandy. I kind of got that vibe. Yeah, there's something about a beginning, like a fool card is almost wants to show itself in my eye. But I feel like the road ahead may not be smooth sailing, and it never is, right? So you're going slowly but surely, safely. It's kind of giving Manhunter. I think it's the name of the TV show. It's where you've got people that run off, and then the guy's got to chase them on horseback. Interesting. I think that's the name of the show. I think the guy who does it now is called Savage or something. I don't know. Leo, people and placements. What do you need Leos to know the most at this time to allow them to have the right wisdom to guide them? Coming away from any kind of like keeping up with Joneses mentality. Could be really like contemplating a lot of things that you've done in your life, kind of like allowing yourself to forgive yourself. Yeah, especially like step away from conflict, step away from fights, you know, especially if you've kind of taken out your anger because of your own frustrations or lack of forward movement or in something like that, Leo. It's important that you can be more grateful in the present moment. That'll really help you. Yeah, there's a death rebirth happening. Trust divine timing. You're moving beyond previous limitations. Yeah. There could be like a lack of passion in something as well. Let's grab you a beautiful card like this. Leo, most vitally important messages to align Leo on their divine destined path. Loosen your grip. Wow, let God in. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, she's kind of like falling into a gateway. Like it's giving Alice in Wonderland vibes, right? When she falls down the well or something, you could be really processing a lot of emotions at this time, which is actually going to help line you on the right cause because you're going to have sharper instincts. So let's see. 88. This could be about shared finances, definitely, our power, moving through trauma, past trauma, rebirthing from a sense of loss. The new moon today is in Scorpio, right? I think that's your opposite sign, or it might be Aquarius. I can't really remember. Sorry about that. I should really have a chart or something. I should build that. Anyways, we're cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day. Cyclic beings, yeah, something about divine timing, or like astrological transits. With the coming and going of tides and seasons, if you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often the most we need to let go of: food, substances, relationships, job, or people pleasing. The things we cling often to cover up the most vulnerable space. And that's important because Scorpio, the new moon that we have today, is all about the nakshatras associated with Scorpio are all about letting go of things. That's why Scorpios are constantly going through a rebirth and a death rebirth arising from the ashes. And that actually allows them to have more power and wisdom. And they don't have anything clogging up anything. So the void attracts in everything that they desire. And hence they tend to be billionaires because they can constantly attract because they're not holding on to anything. You know, minimalism type vibes. It's really focused. It's really clear. The things we cling to often most cover up our vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping the space covered with something that doesn't serve us, so they really want you to go deep, you know, allow yourself to go into your emotions. While clinging to it for the fear of it not staying on its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving things that will. The Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace fills. As the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. Yeah, stay flexible. There's a new beginning here, definitely. And you can't carry a bunch of shit if you're going on a new journey. If this card appears, you're being called to find courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release the coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter new energy, right? And God is just, even if you don't believe in God, we follow the sun. We orbit the sun of God, right? The light, right? We elevate. We want good, right? The more further we get away from the light of the sun, we become cold, right? To surrender all that feels dense to the divine. And also our time is impacted by where the sun goes. If it's close to Sirius, the star Sirius, which has such a strong magnetic field, it impacts time on Earth and gravity and electromagnetic fields. So loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It might, or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Wow. It's going to be about something to do with shared finances, maybe a Sagittarius, maybe a travel or a trip you want to go on. New relationship is coming to your life, it seems. I'm going to pull an animal. Most vital important messages for Leo people, placements, energy, Leo energy. Most vital important messages, please, to guide them on their divine destined path. Be here now. Yeah, that's interesting because we did see like the present moment kind of like in the reverse. So there is a need to really like, this card is about like not flittering from flower to flower, but focusing and honing in so that you can achieve something. Let's see. Yeah, I think Aquarius got this yesterday. A lot of calls to Aquarius energy. I mean, we do have Pluto entering Aquarius for the next 20 years, which I'll probably be making the specific aspect to your placements in Leo, right? So 34, you might want to check that out. I don't know, you might need to Google it. I don't know what Leo, if it's a sextile or a trine or whatever. That'll be useful to know because that aspect will be affecting you for the next 20 years. So you'll want to know if Pluto is, you could just look up like Pluto and Aquarius on YouTube for all signs and then check out how it impacts Leo. You can always click on those timestamps in those videos for Leo. And if you know your rising sign, even the most better. I do find we are impacted by our sun sign and a rising sign. I don't know much about the moon sign, how it's definitely impacted by your rising sign. So if you can find that out, if you don't know your time of birth, you can always go retroactively through previous transits and see how they impacted you by sign. Like, because there's only 12, right? And see which one you felt like you experienced the last month, for example. Like you could look up October transits or whatever and go by sign, and you could retroactively see which rising sign kind of aligned with your life the most. And there you go. That's probably your rising sign, right? Okay, the hummingbird's wings beat swiftly. It can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply. As it drinks deeply from a flower, hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now, you're becoming the person you wish to be and have the experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird spirits is that you have no need to go about searching for something better and all that you require and desires before you. It's almost like you've got to, if you are going for something more, like a new beginning, you've got to do it like slow and steady or something like that. And make sure you're not rushing because you're only going to like probably get lost in the forest, right? You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to spirit who loves you and always provides for you. So be guided by the inner wisdom, right? They're calling me to this deck. Most vitally important messages for Leo. Thank you kindly. Most important messages to align Leo on their destined life path, their most abundant, successful, high vibrational life path for Leo energy, please. Leo people and placements. Most important advice, please. Thank you. Reaper. Cutting things off, harvesting, right? I mean, technically, when the sun is dying and winter approaches, this is not a time to plant seeds, but a time to rest, a time to reap, a time to reflect. This could be about new information or a new mindset regarding self-esteem or finances, learning about this, communicating about this. Ending, sudden change, unhealthy attachments. For the birth of something new to manifest, the death of something holding you back is inevitable. This could be a relationship, so that you can move towards greater joy, a new gateway opening up in your heart and your joy. Yeah, you see the star on the end of her sickle? It's like as she cuts something off, she moves towards the star, which is Aquarius energy, which is friendships. Aquarius rules networks. It's beyond borders and countries, and it's about innovation, uniqueness. Your higher self chose this card because sometimes life is cruel and doesn't give you time to prepare for the end of something meaningful. Even if you saw the signs and knew it was coming, it could still feel like an unexpected shock. When you reach the end of a road, perhaps your desire to hold on too tightly to what was leaving you anyways is why Reaper had to make its way to you and doing the heavy lifting, because the universe knows this wasn't a choice you might have made for yourself. You could still be stuck in a situation that brings you harm had Reaper not stepped in on your behalf. It may not seem like it, but this card is appearing in your spread representing the beginning of a much better life. You might pray for something, set your intentions, and do your spells hoping a magnificent dream drops in your lap. But big dreams require changes. You must become the person who can achieve the goals you want. Align yourself to the frequency, right? This kind of growth will require you to get rid of anything in your life that held you back. And while the circumstances will be unpleasant, the results will bring you one step closer to the goals that are patiently waiting for you to evolve so that you can have everything you need to ensure success. If you find yourself facing the end of a relationship or situation, know that this is an unhealthy attachment that does not support the person you're becoming. If you have received this card about the future and outcome, it's confirmation that your time in this situation is coming to an end. It's interesting. There's like a level of maturity, definitely. Like Saturn is strong here. We do have Saturn ending. It's going to go direct, I think, in like November, mid-November. But right now, we're reconsidering like the structures in our life so that we can move forward. And these structures are about subconscious things that were like, you know, illusions, right? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being here. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. You can get a personal by messaging me on Telegram. You can leave a tip through the Buy Me a Coffee link. Good luck.